Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of Ask the Consultant, live from the Innovation Studio. I'm your host, Braden Kelley, and today we're going to tackle the very difficult question of what is digital transformation? There's a lot of confusion around what digital transformation is and isn't, and so we'll dive into that today. Let's start with looking at a definition from Wikipedia. You can see I'm not going to read it to you, but what jumps out immediately for you, or what should jump out for you, is that in this definition, technology is at the center, and that's not how to approach a digital transformation. Do not put technology first, do not put it at the center. Now, here's another definition from Enterprisers Project. This definition you can see is different. Obviously it's shorter, but there's another key difference, and that's that it's putting cultural change as a more important part of the definition. So that's getting a bit closer. I'm not going to give you a really detailed definition of digital transformation. Instead, we're going to highlight what it is and what it isn't today, and we're going to jump right in and look at that. So as you look at whether or not to pursue a digital transformation, whether or not to go on that journey towards digital transformation, it all starts with looking at your current business operations. What's working, what's not, where are you serving customers well, where are you serving employees well, where aren't you, and where is technology holding you back? And then it involves reimagining your business from a digital native perspective. Imagine you were a startup and you were getting into your business for the first time, using all of the technologies that we have, all of what we've learned in management science, decision science, and all of these other areas. What would you use to make your business as impactful as possible for your customers and for your employees? That's how you need to think about your future state as you look at where do we want to go? What do we want to transform into? So look at your current business operations and then reimagine the business from a digital native perspective. And that journey is your transformation from the current state of your current business operations to the future state where you've reimagined the business from a digital native perspective and you've thought about how you're going to put your business together using the right technology, the right process, and putting people at the center. And so here you'll see a visual representation of putting people at the center and creating a human-centered data model. It doesn't help you if all of your different customer information doesn't connect to each other. It doesn't help you if you don't have a complete understanding of what your employees are capable of and what they aren't, what your organization is capable of and what it isn't. So you have to create a human-centered data model and bring customer and employee together and make them the center of your universe. And what you'll find at the center of that universe and the opportunity as you reimagine your business future is you want to look at the tension between what's needed and what's possible. So what does the technology allow you to do? What does our learnings from management science and decision science and other areas allow us to do? And then what does the customer need? What do the employees need to be successful in achieving their outcomes that they want to achieve, in getting their jobs done, and those kinds of things. So you want to focus on the tension between what's needed and what's possible as you look at your digital transformation. And your digital transformation and making that journey will give you a great opportunity to not only simplify your processes, to make things easier to for the customer to interact with you and for your employees to execute their work. It'll also give you the opportunity to reduce complexity. So what kinds of complexity have you added over the months and years of the operation of your business that isn't necessary to actively serve your customers going forward, to best support your employees going forward, that doesn't drive a lot of revenue, that doesn't drive a lot of success from your business, that you can eliminate from your business to make it easier for your employees to find the things that they need to get their to make their jobs happen easier, and also for the customers to find what they're looking to purchase from you, whether that's products, services, or other items. The other thing that a digital transformation gives you the ability to do is to take another crack at designing elegant experiences. The technologies are better now. If you're looking at trying to reimagine your business through the lens of being a new business, a digitally native business, now is a great opportunity to, instead of trying to improve the way that you go about operating your business, instead look for opportunities to design elegant experiences. And so here is one of the key points that I want to make and really emphasize, and that's that technology comes at the end. You have to look at the people part first, you have to look at the process part first, and then figure out, as you're reimagining your business, which technologies will make the most sense to leverage to make that vision, that new interconnected human-centered vision possible. And this means that you may have to take a step back and look at the bigger picture and make some strategic choices. You may have to choose to stop doing some things. You may have to choose to stop selling certain products or stop selling certain services, or provide new products and services or new offerings that you're currently not providing. And as you start to make some of these strategic choices, that's going to require you to identify potentially new capabilities that you must have as an organization to execute that new strategy. So a digital transformation is going to require you to revisit your strategy because you're reimagining your business. And so as you do that, and as you craft the strategy for achieving your digital transformation, it's going to inevitably require that you either stop doing certain things or start doing new things, which means that you may need new capabilities that you don't have now. When Apple decided to start selling, iPods, they didn't have music industry experience. They didn't have consumer electronics experience at a mass scale. So they had to go acquire some of these capabilities, hiring new people, creating new groups within the organization, and building that out. So that is one of the most fundamental things on top of making strategic choices that you're going to have to do, is look at what capabilities do we need to support this digital transformation, and then start to make those happen. And you can see how that cascades down throughout the organization in this framework that I created called Architecting the Organization for Continuous Change, where you have changes from the marketplace coming at the organization, changes in customer behavior coming at the organization. They're influencing your strategy, and then everything flows down from there. It changes your business architecture, which is made up of those capabilities that we were talking about. And then that gives you a portfolio of change programs that you're going to need to execute. And those can span innovation, those can span operations. You're going to need a plan, you're going to need to manage and lead all of these change activities. Those change activities are going to create projects to be executed, behaviors that need to be changed, communications that need to occur, and then you have to maintain these changes to make sure that they stick and that they continue to stay adopted, that you don't just roll things out and hope that it sticks, but that you have a plan in place for how you're going to make this transformation happen. So just a real quick review. You can see on the screen the 10 quick things that we went through here. Reimagine your business from a digitally native perspective, build a human-centered data model, which includes your customers and your employees. Put your customers and employees at the center of everything that you do regarding your transformation and the future operations of your business, because that's what a digital native is going to do. That's how they're disrupting some of the existing companies. Then we want to always look to identify the intersection of what's needed and what's possible, simplify our processes, reduce the complexity, design elegant experiences, and remember that technology comes at the end, not the beginning. Make those hard strategic choices and then build those capabilities to make it happen. So that is what digital transformation is. You can see I haven't created a definition. I've created a set of 10 things for you to focus on to help you think through how to reimagine your business from a digitally native perspective and to create a digital transformation and to make sure that you're doing something that isn't just about putting in new shiny objects or putting in new technologies that you then have to try to figure out how to connect to your existing technology, but you're creating a new technology, process, and people plan that will fundamentally transform your business and put you in a stronger competitive position going forward. So with that, I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Ask the Consultant. I hope that you'll support these continuing activities by getting a copy of either one of my books or having me come speak to you. You've got all the links there for how to make those things happen, to show your love for this effort and to help it continue and to help it to grow. And the most important part of that is to ask me a new question for the next episode. So go to my website, bradenkelley.com, go to the contact me page and send me your question. And I'll see you next time.